But that's what I call pretty epic.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Film Sharks second podcast. All right.
We did a sequel. And I don't know why.
I bet you didn't expect this.
How's everybody's last 2 weeks been since the last episode?
Well, I don't know when I'm going to post this. Hopefully tomorrow. I mean, I hope so.
Well, if you post it, it'll be tomorrow or the next day, so it will be about 2 weeks since.
What's the term for painful to somewhat pleasant to painful again to pleasant?
Dang, that was my last 2
weeks.
So yeah, we're talking about what's it? Go back down. Yeah, we usually talk about 3 things in these things. Yeah. So
I released my EP the other day on Friday.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yes, everybody, Mark has an EP. Yeah. Go listen to it.
It's instrumental, and I made it off BandLab, and I'm pretty proud of it. And it's on SoundCloud and on YouTube and on BandLab. So
yeah, now we just got a collab.
Currently, Streets.
Wait, have you heard Streets?
Yes, that's currently my favorite from you.
I think that's my favorite of the whole album. I think that's my favorite one.
I don't know if I listened to that yet.
Yeah, that's the most recent single, and then I let it.
Well, Mark, we got a collab, man. We got to make a song together. Come on, let's go.
I'm cool with that. People I know in real life that have their own like they.
I mean, I got the rapping, you got the epic rap beats. Come on, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I plan to actually rap one day on my tracks, but right now I'm like, let's just make some instrumentals.
Well, I've made some songs before, guys. If you want to go back on the channel, you can see I made a few songs. So.
I'm always gonna have some nick for making music because I have a music family.
Well, I don't make, but anyway, I haven't made the background music yet, so.
Oh yeah. But anyway, how has life been for you guys?
Excellent.
I think we already mentioned. Excellent.
Again,
my life's been whatever. In 8th grade, so life isn't very fun. And when you're in middle school,
8th grade, like the movie, right?
I haven't seen the movie. I need to see that. I think I should see that.
I haven't seen it either, but
I hate it. This has been like the worst year of my life. I need to see that movie right now.
It won't be once Mulan comes out next month. Oh yeah.
And seeing Mulan.
I'm seeing it.
I'm gonna be watching Night Owl Phase 2 and Nowhere Man.
And Toy Town Forever.
Does that come out that day? March 27th?
Oh, it's March 23rd, so.
Dang.
Actually, we should probably explain to the poor audience what any of these.
Yeah, here's the upcoming project. Let's start with
Night Owl Phase 2 is the sequel to Night Owl. It's my new movie, and I'm the only person who made it. Nobody else helped me. It's just me. So that's the nick of the movie.
I kind of hope there's more characters in the second one, but whatever.
There isn't. I'm sorry. Just wait. It's good.
It better
what
be
about?
Good.
I like it. What about Christian? How's Nowhere Man?
Nowhere Man is bizarre because
I'm so ready for that.
I'm so excited.
That looks like it's going to be your best
Yellow
movie.
Submarine meets Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Whoa,
pretty much.
Okay.
And finally me, yes, the Tatum Meister. I am finally making a second short film. Yes, I know. Exciting news. And it will be Toy Town Forever, a 10-year anniversary movie. It'll be awesome.
It's actually awesome. Maybe I'll make a 10-year anniversary movie.
It'll feature a lot of stuff from my past, but like I don't know what it's going to be about exactly, but I mean, the trailer, once you see it, you'll kind of get the gist of it. I mean,
yeah. But anyway, what are we talking about today?
Well, that was one of the things,
I saw
right?
a creepy movie.
We all saw.
What?
Let's talk. Actually, we should first touch on the Oscar wins.
Really? Okay.
Well, I feel like because that's not gonna be a super long topic.
Are
and
you
it
sure?
just happened.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, we've already talked about our opinions on all the nominations, so we just talk about the wins.
I mean, yeah, Best Picture was Parasite. That was a big surprise. I mean,
I like freaked out. I was like, "What the frick?" Yes.
That's never happened before. Like, did it deserve it? I mean, yeah, but I think most of them deserved it. So I'm kind of like,
Through the wins.
What?
Should we just go through the wins?
Yeah, just go through the wins. Yeah.
All right, I'll pull it up
I'm gonna have to pull up a list or something.
I mean, yeah, I kind of thought 1917 and the other movies were better, but I still agree with Parasite winning. I mean, it's the best foreign movie I've ever seen. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough Ford films to claim it like that, but I guess technically it is.
I mean neither, but still, I mean, I doubt any Ford movie I see is gonna be better than that. So
Yeah, Parasite's freaking incredible. So
I mean, it's Bong Joon-ho's best movie. I mean, like,
I'm trying. I want to watch. I realized Snowpiercer's on Netflix, and I think I might watch it.
yeah,
soon.
I'm not a fan of that. It's okay.
I'm only gonna watch it really because I like Chris. Who is it?
Chris Evans is good.
Chris
In it. I haven't
Evans.
finished it yet, but
Chris Evans. Shit, because Chris Evans is in it.
I saw
Yeah,
Okja,
because-
and I love that movie. You know.
I think I also could watch Okja.
Okja was
I'm
my
just gonna
second
try-
review I ever did on the channel, so it has a special place in my
I'm
heart.
I also need to watch Noah Baumbach's discography because Marriage Stories is a masterpiece.
Oh, Noah Baumbach's great. He did Francis Ha, which is also a phenomenal movie. So
Wait, so on the Oscars website, they don't actually have the ones that won highlighted.
They just have the picture of James Corden and Rebel Wilson.
Let's go to the Wikipedia. Go to the Wikipedia. Which means we'll start with best
Speaking
picture.
of, are we just gonna address that or
What?
the James?
James
and
Corden.
Rebel Wilson coming out in costume.
that was funny.
And they were presenting best visual effects.
I gotta admit, that was pretty funny.
When they said we're presenting the award for best visual effects, I was like, oh, I see what they're doing.
Well, a lot of the visual effects people didn't like that, but whatever. I mean,
Yeah, but I think it's clever.
I thought it was hilarious.
I just sat there and
So
I was
Best
like,
Picture-
had they had those actual costumes on in the movie, it probably would have been less terrifying. So
Honestly, that was my favorite Oscar show I've ever seen. That was so great. Like,
Oh yeah. Eminem showed up in the middle, and I flipped out. I was like, "What the heck?"
that was the biggest surprise. I was like,
I
heck
didn't
yes.
watch the Oscars. I watched Clone Wars because I could.
When it was showing all these clips from past songs that had won, I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to see 8 Mile's clip." And then it started playing a full clip from 8 Mile, and I was like, "Wait, are they gonna do something like epic for us?" And then it showed the stage. You could hear
And
the
then
instrumental
Eminem just
lose.
comes out. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you see a guy. I saw a guy raising up, and I was like, "No freaking way!" And I loved watching Martin Scorsese reacting to Eminem rapping.
He's
Lose
like,
Yourself.
okay.
Billie
Not
Eilish.
cinema
Yes,
for sure.
Billie Eilish is like, okay.
not-
That's funny.
That's what he
It's
considered
yesterday.
it. He was just like, my gosh.
Did you hear Billie Eilish's "No Time to Die"?
Yeah, that was a good
No,
song.
I have not.
I love it's amazing. I loved it.
I mean,
It's like
Skyfall's always going to be my
Daniel
favorite. but,
Craig
yeah.
and
Oh,
James
Adele.
Bond.
Adele killed Skyfall. That
Of
was
course she
amazing.
did.
Yeah, Adele's amazing, but like, oh my god, that song's good. I love James Bond themes because it always gives artists a chance to make these like epic,
know.
grand scale songs they never make. Like compare like Billie Eilish's biggest hit, "Bad Guy," to "No Time to Die." They're completely different,
Yeah.
and that's what I love about it. I love the
I-
finale of that song. Very happy with it.
Speaking of, I have a plan for these 3 days weekend. I just managed to borrow 3 of the Daniel Craig Bond movies. So
Nice. I've still only seen Skyfall.
I've seen every one of, like, almost all the James Bond movies. I mean, my dad was a huge
Nice.
fan, so.
including Moonraker.
It's been a long time. Yeah, I saw Moonraker.
Okay, wait.
I'm not a
I think
huge
there's-
fan of the Craig Bond movies, but they're good. I mean, Skyfall was my favorite. But,
I'll watch Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Inspector, all before No Time to Die.
well, Skyfall was done by my boy Sam Mendes, so I'm a little biased. But, you know.
Yeah. So, Best Picture, if we're back to the Oscars, Best Picture was given to Parasite.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, I was very pleased with that.
Yeah,
And I
most
think
were.
I think it might be my. I think it.
Except for
this
Robert
might disagree.
Storms,
I think it might be. I'm not really upset that I would have been excited for Marriage Story to win, but I didn't even think it would win.
Yeah,
So-
bro. Poor Robert. Like, he's been attacked for getting on that this picture.
Dang, Irishman got robbed. It got nothing.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
Dang, bro. You got to admit there's talent in it.
I don't know. I didn't feel like it
I think-
didn't
I think
deserve
that-
anything.
I think at the MTS Movie Awards, it didn't win anything either. And the reason why is because it's great in all these categories. You might disagree, but it's not the best in any.
The best
of
thing
them.
about it is Martin Scorsese's direction. I'll agree to that. But
I think I agree. I think he's the best.
everything else, it's kind of like, I don't know. And
I
Al
can't-
Pacino. Al Pacino. Okay, I'll give you that.
I
So
can't.
you're saying it's basically like if Gordon Ramsay was making a simple bowl of Kraft mac and cheese.
Look,
don't-
I've
don't
seen
know how
so
I
many
feel about
Scorsese
Gordon
movies.
Ramsay.
You know, it's like,
Fine, it's
Yeah,
Olive Garden
not-
cuisine. Boom.
Olive Garden.
Speaking of, never mind.
We'll get to that later. Best director went to Bong Joon-ho. I'm very pleased about that as well.
I mean,
Although
I feel Sam Mendes should have won, but whatever.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, give Parasite Oscars, yeah, but
I agree with best original screenplay for sure. But, you know.
Oh my God, yeah, that was a really easy one for me to decide. But I think Sam Mendes could have gotten that one.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think
screenplay
Martin
was between
or Quentin or Todd deserve it.
Yeah,
I don't think Martin, Quentin, or Todd deserve it.
Todd didn't get anything. Epic fail.
Yeah. Then best actor, I don't even know how much I can talk.
Joaquin Phoenix. Okay, we get it. Like,
wait, do you think if Joaquin Phoenix has a dog named Phoenix, so when they ask him, "What are you doing today?" he says, "I'm Joaquin Phoenix."
Get out. Okay, I'm kicking you out of the stream now. Just kidding.
And I never return to the Film Sharks again.
It becomes the film. I don't know.
It becomes the film. The film. Because it can't be sharks anymore. I'm the shark.
Well, actually, we're all sharks. That's the point, ding dong. I mean,
the film
Okay.
Dolphins.
Okay, but my name is
Florida,
Mts The
Florida
Shark.
Dolphins.
what?
It'll be the film Dolphins because Tate, you're from Florida. and
Bro,
the Florida
no.
Dolphins.
Stop making dumb jokes.
I love puns. So, best actress went to Renee Zellweger, which I haven't
I've
seen.
yet
so
to
I can-
see Judy, but I don't see how she beat like all those other people. Like,
Scarlett Johansson.
poor Johansson, she got no love. Like, oh well. Like,
She got. It's not common for somebody to get 2 nominations.
it's pretty much what happened to Lady Gaga that one year. She got no love either.
Yeah.
Epic fail.
Honestly, Renee
I don't
was
know how
probably my least favorite of the noms, like in terms of what actually won.
Yeah,
Again,
I kind of have to agree. I
thought
haven't seen the
was
movie, but like,
fine.
bro,
I liked her performance,
Think-
but I didn't.
Oh,
Love
I-
it, so.
Oh, and also I have seen Little Women.
Woo!
I did see Little.
it's a good woman.
shows,
I mean, good movie.
I really liked it. Actually, I thought it was a lot of fun to me.
Better
I
than
think it's
Irishman.
not
Oh, I'm just kidding.
my favorite of the 9. It's my least favorite because I didn't think about it much, but I think comparatively to most movies that are technically going for a feminist propaganda angle, it's one of the best.
Yeah. It's a good
Part of
movie, but not
Is-
something I'll
it's
rewatch. a
From
bunch.
Little Women,
And
like naturally one of the most. Like
I have no plans to revisit it, but I
Like
enjoyed
Lady
it.
Bird was like a bajillion times better, but hey, you know.
And Saoirse did amazing in it.
Yeah.
She was great.
just be glad you
Florence
haven't seen
and-
the 2018.
It's like
Little
Lighthouse.
Women
Good
movie.
performances is not an
Oh.
overall great movie.
I do not want to watch the 2018 Little Women. Don't make me.
My mom got that as like a Christmas gift, and I saw it. And I was like,
no!
wow. Okay.
I didn't even know that existed until I looked it up. I'm like, what?
Best Supporting Actor went to Brad Pitt.
Because duh. Because
I bet he did great. I would have nominated him if I had seen it, but I hadn't.
Brad Pitt was my favorite part of that movie. He's the reason I love that
It's-
movie so much. So yeah.
I can't say he's the I think he's amazing in it, but I can't say he's the reason I love the movie because I just think it's a great movie.
I mean, Leo was good too. I'm not discrediting him, but I mean,
Leo is hilarious in it.
I feel like Leo's best performance was one of his best was Django Unchained, but you know.
But yeah. Well, I haven't seen enough from him to say like what I
Great
think my favorite
Gatsby,
is.
or at least Catch Me If You Can. One of those two.
Oh, that was
Okay.
great too, obviously, and The Departed.
Catch You
so.
If You Can. Ah, crap! I need to see The Departed.
Yeah, the best Scorsese movie. How about you watch it? Though? I'm just kidding.
Plan to. I need to watch more from him.
Yeah, bro, Scorsese's
supporting-
the boss.
yeah.
I mean,
Supporting actress went to Tate's gonna get super excited. Laura Dern.
yes.
I'm just happy that Marriage Story has an Oscar under its belt.
Bro,
That's
I
all
mean,
I'm-
Laura was my
whatever.
favorite part of that movie. I mean, she's just amazing.
I think Adam and Scarlett are both a million times better.
Well,
but
they were
Laura's-
great too. I mean, anybody could have won that, but I'm happy Laura won.
Actually, I don't know if I like Laura more in Marriage Story or Little Women.
I'd probably say Little Women.
Obviously, Marriage Story for me, but
Yeah,
Then again,
I
I've
think
only seen Little Women, so.
yeah, I thought she was great in Little Women. I think I think her character's likable in Little Women. That's the difference.
Bro, Laura's like
she was not a great.
She's aged like fine wine, bro. Like how does she look that good in like her 40s? Like that's just amazing.
I guess so, but I just don't. I guess maybe part of me just still a bit bitter about her being like one of the worst characters in Star Wars history.
Oh yeah, she was in Last Jedi, right?
I hate Holdo, honestly. I still think she's one of the most annoying characters.
Yeah, well, she's not the reason I didn't like I like Last Jedi, but you know.
I know it's one of my many flaws with the movie that I just have to ignore and still call it a great movie, even when I know it's an incredibly flawed movie.
Well, I mean,
I'll always have some place in my heart.
I stand by every movie at the basis of it is going to be incredibly flawed.
Well, yeah. Except for The Godfather.
The line between masterpiece and schlocky nonsense is almost non-existent.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Hobbs and Shaw was the most nonsensical thing in the universe, but I love that movie.
That's a ton of fun. I think. Talk about this later.
I think in a lot of ways. Mad at it online, and I just sat there and I was like.
I just love when Dwayne Johnson at the end's like, "You may have rope technology, we have family or heart," whatever he said. That was. So...
Oh, remember? We'll talk about this later. But Fast and Furious joke in Sonic.
Oh yeah, they made a joke. That was awesome. Like,
that cracked me up.
I'm Vin Diesel. Woo!
Best.
It's all about family.
Best yeah. The best original screenplay went to Parasite.
Of course. Although Marriage Story could have taken that. I mean,
maybe I want to give maybe I wish Marriage Story got that just so Marriage Story has an Oscar better than Laura Dern.
It was between those two. I mean,
Yeah, one, but honestly, I'm just happy Parasite won Best Picture.
Well, I mean, most people are, except for Robert Storms again.
Yeah, Robert Storms got so mad at that unnecessarily.
Well, he reviewed the movie finally, and he said he liked it a lot. So.
Yeah. But well, his point was I didn't watch his video, but from what I've gotten, and I'm not going to claim this as fact, but what I've heard his point is that he was annoyed because it's not American, and he thinks it should only be American films that win, which I see, but like I don't agree.
1917. I don't know. It's funny.
It's by
find the Knives Out Chris Evans laughing scene.
Like, bro, I mean, I watched that video like so many times. It's pretty funny,
but
I
feel hearing that sentence
because it's a goddamn bored film.
It's a foreign film. It sucks now. Get over it.
That's one of the funniest videos ever made. I'm not gonna lie.
He want Joker to win.
Well, he was biased as frick towards Joker, and I love Joker, but
yeah. I'm honestly just if Joker won, I would have been like buy Oscars because that's just a forced move. I feel like this year they thought let's go.
Well, I think after the Green Book win, and a lot of people didn't like that, so they're like, you know what, maybe we should make people happy this time.
Remember, Cineflect perfectly described it in his amazing, and he actually did a really great analysis of why winning Best Picture was a great thing. But one of the things he said in it was. He said, like, this is the first time Best Picture has actually gone to the Best Picture.
Well, since Return of the King, I guess.
Oh, yeah, but, like, or he said, like, it's one of the first times in a long time. Because it seems like the
Academy... I like Green Book, whatever.
Boo, they don't have...
Oh, yeah, I like it, but it's, like... Dang, it would have been great. Because Robert Storms is biased as frick towards Joker.
I gotta watch Shape of Water now, because everybody said I voted that I should watch it, so, okay.
Does anybody?
Like, you know.
I haven't heard it.
About.
I haven't heard it.
It's the part in the like the will reading when he just leaves and starts laughing.
Yeah, that was great.
that is what I thought of the video. I'm just like, really?
Yeah. Honestly, the Parasite won, and I'm happy about it.
Okay, let's continue. Sorry.
On the cop for that.
No, we must rant about Roger Storms further.
He's not worth our energy, guys.
Epic fail.
So
he's not worth his own energy.
Okay.
Best adapted screenplay went to Jojo Rabbit, and I agree. I like that.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think Irishman deserves that one.
I don't know, man. I mean, Taika directed the heck out of that movie too. It wasn't just the screenplay, but
Yeah, but I think I think it's in the same. I think it has. I think we're looking at it as adapted screenplay. It was a great screenplay.
Like, bro, I love Jojo Rabbit to bits. It was so worth the like 10-mile trip. I mean,
I love that movie.
okay.
Best animated feature.
Oh, this
Best
one is
animated
a fun,
feature.
divisive one to talk about with animation.
Yeah, I might as well just skip that one because whoop-de-doo, it won. Like,
When it won, I actually said I was alone in the room and I just said, "Whoa, what?"
that was like the most predictable
What a
win to me.
twist.
I was like, whoop-de-doo, okay. Like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So here's the funny
I think I
thing
part of
that
me.
went down because of the win. Animation Twitter got into a fit because Klaus didn't win.
I didn't see
Really?
Klaus, but you know.
Yeah, they got
Wait,
really
Klaus?
pissed off about it. And
Klaus
just started,
would
like,
not. You'd think they'd be mad over like I lost my body, but like Klaus.
That was a good movie.
The
I haven't
big
seen
thing
that last one, but
for them
Klaus was just
apparently
fine,
is
but, like-
Klaus was, and I quote, technical groundbreaking.
I think
see
Toy
that.
Story 4 was better than I Lost My Body. That
Which
might be a controversial thing.
Here's the thing about that statement I really did not like. It's basically the idea of a movie should win just because it's groundbreaking.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Is basically this idea that like no other movie has anything to it that's groundbreaking.
I mean, to be
Like,
fair, I didn't think Parasite was the most groundbreaking film of all time. It still was amazing.
yeah,
That's
like
why it
it
deserves Best
really
Picture.
like it does matter to an extent, but it's not as big as you think. And even then, Toy Story 4 did some incredible stuff for animation.
I mean,
Like-
I still think the best animated movie of last year is Frozen 2, simply because of the scale that is.
I love
Yes.
Frozen too.
Honestly, that visual, even if I think the screenplay of that movie is honestly kind of terrible, I think the visuals of it are amazing, and I will never argue that they're bad.
I mean, okay. I mean, if we're comparing Frozen 2 to The Lion King, I mean, it's like...
It's Lion King. If you're saying 2019, don't mention that movie to me. By God, please don't. You will unleash a beast.
Frozen 2 is a masterpiece compared to The Lion King. Let's be fucking real.
I agree. Almost every movie is a masterpiece compared to besides Cats, actually.
Cats is a movie I regret seeing very much. Ugh.
I shouldn't have seen that.
And Scary
Best
Stories.
international-
But...
Best
You know-
international
you know
feature.
my opinion on it. I like Lion King 2019, but I'm not like
I know.
love
No, I'm
it.
kidding.
I
It's-
didn't love
Lion
it.
King was fine. It's very pointless.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody will
I
argue.
won't argue it's pointless, but I feel
I
like
think
it's,
the-
it's the type of
yeah.
thing that what it could do for like movies later on, how they could use the animation in other ways.
I'm just looking at it
that
like
aren't
now.
the reboots.
Yeah, I'm
That
looking at it
excites
just
me
like
more, but
it's
we
like
gotta deal with
yeah.
this first.
Honestly, the more I think of the Lion King
I-
movie, the more I don't like it. The remake. It's like,
that's the
Honestly,
same
same.
thing. I think it's the first time at the end of it, like at the end of the movie, I was just like just hitting the seat, and I was just like, "Come on, just end already!"
like
Because
the
I've
voice
seen
actors
it.
are good,
the
and the
whole
new songs
movie.
they added,
Watch
but
the
it's like,
original.
Here's the one thing: Lion King 2019 did the one good thing it did for me was it made the original become one of my favorite movies because I realized how awful the original could be. It's
Ugh.
I think it's just
And now we got
It's just one of the most
Bambi,
complicated
which
well, why are we talking about this? Let's go back on topic. Like,
I'm not happy about Bambi. Best international feature film, Parasite.
Robert
I mean,
Storm's like, it's
Ken-
a goddamn
no
porn film.
competition.
I bet you all these other filmmakers got nominated and they're like, cool, but we're not gonna win.
I feel like if I ran the Oscars, here's what I would do. I would nominate Parasite for only Best Picture and have Portrait as a Lady on Fire as international film. But hey, you know.
That
Didn't
might
get
be-
nominated.
Yeah, Portrait didn't even get nominated.
realized-
Everybody loved that movie. So like,
Oh, that's a. Why did I not hear that as a snub? That's a bad snub right there.
yeah, bro, Chris Stuckman gave that an A+. Like,
I think the reason why Parasite won international feature is to make the Best Picture win not predictable.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess.
it was a little bit of a
but-
shake-up because not only
Because
did
if
it win
let's say
Best Foreign Film, it also went on
They
to
were
win
trying-
Best Picture.
had just given, like, let's say Pain and Glory wins Best Picture, everybody would have been like, oh, Parasite's gonna win Best Picture, because if it didn't win Best International Feature, then there's no way it's not gonna win Best Picture. And that's the exact thought I got when I saw it at Best Picture, or I saw it as
Well,
Best International Feature. I
I mean,
okay,
I guess next time they can do that. But I don't know.
Who knows?
You know what they should do? Have a best
What?
animated film finally win Best Picture.
What's that gonna be? I don't know.
I don't know, just something.
Onward wins Best Picture.
But bro,
2021.
Coco and Toy Story 3 didn't even win. So like, what's?
Yeah.
Wait, Coco didn't even get nominated though.
I know, but I
imagine
mean-
if against all odds, Minions: The Rise of Gru wins Best Picture.
I ain't seeing that movie.
I would
'cause
literally
I
shoot
hate
myself.
Minions. I freaking hate Minions. I am never watching
No.
another movie with.
Absolutely
Again.
not. Like,
I watched the trailer for Minions 2, and I was like, okay, they're still annoying as all hell.
it
I'm
might
never-
be better. I don't know. It's like.
If it's better than the first one, then it's like most movies, because most movies are better than the first one. I do
I
not.
mean, I like the Despicable Me trilogy.
Yeah,
like,
Despicable Me 1 and 2 are good. I didn't see 3. But,
3's not really worth your time.
okay, good.
But let's go back to the Oscars. Best documentary went to American Factory. Have no.
Which I
word
thought
there.
was fine, but
Didn't
hey,
see
whatever.
it.
I'll watch it. Documentary short went to learning to skateboard in a war zone. There's really nothing to say there.
Okay.
I don't know if we need to touch on. Oh, animated short film. I was happy Hair Love won.
Woo woo!
Hair Love has an Oscar. Best live action short Neighbors window, which I've never heard of, but until now.
Best part of live action short film was Zach and Shia coming on stage.
Yeah. Best original score, obviously Joker. That was a good win. If Rise of Skywalker won, I honestly wouldn't be too happy.
It wasn't
the
going to
only-
win
the only-
anything.
I mean, it has a great score, but I think the only reason why it wouldn't make me happy is, sorry, Christian, I don't want to see Rise of Skywalker with an Oscar under its belt.
I mean,
I
I
it's
don't
a
wanna
fine
see one
movie.
of
It's
it.
good. but-
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about me. Star Wars got nominated for Best Picture all the way back in like 1977. It really doesn't matter whether or not he gets nominated now for me.
And it would annoy me if this gets nominated and, like, let's say, I don't know, Force Awakens doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, best went to I'm Gonna Love Me Again. Yes.
I'm gonna love me again.
I feel stupid for not seeing that movie still.
Watch it. I don't know. It's amazing. It's
They
fun.
made me watch Farewell first. Remember the poll? I mean,
Yeah, I voted for Rocket Man on that poll.
yeah, I don't know why everybody voted Farewell so much. The movie was great, but still, I wanted to watch Rocket Man. Like, it's like
Just watch it, dude.
I will eventually.
Just-
I just haven't had time.
It's like one of my favorite biopics.
No, my
Uh,
friend
sound
Alex.
editing.
The funny thing about Best Original Song, I wasn't actually watching the Oscars. I was like watching how people were reacting on Twitter. And when it got to the part where like, what's her name, Cynthia was singing "Stand Up," I'm like, is "Stand Up" gonna win or?
And the Oscar for best original song goes to "Lose Yourself," even though it came out 18 years ago. It just wins best original song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best sound editing went to Ford v Ferrari.
So glad Ford v Ferrari won some Oscars.
That's good. Best sound mixing went to 1917.
Yeah.
Design, this one I totally agree with. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
Cinematography, I think everybody knew 1917.
Duh, 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 duh.
Best makeup and hairstyling.
And the
bombshell.
Oscar goes to
Roger Deakins.
Yes.
Best makeup and hairstyling, Bombshell.
I've not seen Bombshell.
Have no
Neither have I.
opinion.
Yeah. I think Joker should have won, but whatever. Best costume design, Little Women. I think that's a good one.
Yep.
I think it's a good.
Yeah.
Best film editing, Ford v Ferrari. I like
happy
that.
for
Thank
that.
goodness.
And best visual effects, I'm not quite in agreement with this one. 1917.
I mean, if something were to beat Endgame, I'm glad it was that one, but I'm kind of like, really? At least give Endgame one win. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. I mean, no to The Lion King. No to The Rise of Skywalker. Sorry.
Lion
Irishman
King isn't
didn't
a
want.
VFX thing, in my opinion. It's animated.
I
so
said that to
would
my
have been
dad. I was
pissed
like-
off anyways.
I think I said to my dad, I'm a little annoyed because Lion King got.
Yeah, it's an
nominated
animated
for
movie.
Oscars.
Like, why is it nominated though? Like,
Yeah.
It's like, what did it get nominated for? And I'm like, best visual effects. And he's like, isn't it an animated movie? And I'm like, oh, holy crap, you're right. It shouldn't be nominated.
bro.
I even put it on my animation list.
I didn't want
2019.
I didn't want Irishman to win because I felt like that movie already had its own area, which is the other Oscars.
Yeah.
Because the visual effects are amazing in it, but it feels like this category should be for more epic, grand scale movies. And Irishman, I just don't think belongs with these 5.
Okay, so
I think Endgame should have gotten
the
it.
reason I say Endgame should have won is because now everybody's getting on Endgame. Oh, it's the only highest grossing movie not to win an Oscar now, and I'm like, well, who freaking cares? Like, Shawshank Redemption never won an Oscar. Is that a bad movie?
And at the end of the day, does anybody remember what won like Best Picture in like what 2000? I don't know. I don't know what won Best Picture most years.
Like, bro, I'm just saying, just because a movie hasn't won an Oscar doesn't mean it's not an amazing movie.
I do know that my second favorite movie of all time is considered the worst Best Picture nominee on Rotten Tomatoes.
What is it? Wait, what is it?
Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. It's around a 40-something.
That's your favorite movie?
What? Oh, okay.
Second favorite.
I haven't seen it, so I can't judge.
What's your favorite movie?
Nazca, The Valley of the Wind.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Sorry, I forget. Okay, but
I'm a normie, and Empire's my favorite movie.
yeah, I know that. But wait, Christian, so your favorite live action was the Extremely Close one, though?
I guess, if you go with that, yeah.
All right,
seen
sweet.
it,
I'll watch
but-
that then. Because Nausicaa's kind of cheating, bro. That's like an OP movie. I don't count that. Like,
Oh, Pete, what do you mean?
overpowered, needs a debuff. Like, I haven't seen it in a while, but I know it's amazing. Like,
Well, then it does deserve Best Film if it's overpowered.
it's like freaking
That's like-
Spirited Away. Can you really put that on a list? I mean, I
Tate,
did. But...
You've helped my argument here.
Honestly, I think the way things are going, I think Spider-Verse will probably become my favorite movie in not too
It's
long.
up there. It's in my top 10 animated movies. I mean,
I think my 5 favorite movies are Lion King, Spider-Verse, Return of the King, Dark Knight, and Empire.
well, I separate animated live action because it gets too confusing for me. So I'm kind of like, ugh, I don't know.
Also,
See that, yeah.
Tate, I'm glad you've actually seen Nausicaa.
I'll
Hey,
see
shut up.
Nausicaa again. It's been a long time, but
Again,
I feel like a
it's
loser
one
and
of
a
those
habit.
I tell people about it, and they just go, "What the heck are you talking about, Christian?"
I know what
Watch
it
it.
is. I've seen it when I was like 12, and I'm 23 now, so I don't remember shit.
Quick,
Oh.
we should watch that for next week.
Okay.
Maybe
Next one.
if I can access it.
Okay, can we move on
It's
to
on
Coraline
Apple
now? Let's talk
TV
about
right
Coraline.
now.
Oh, wait, do you wanna watch Coraline?
You have to buy it.
Actually, I think we should talk about Sonic first because it's the new movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, my
It just
review will
came
be
out,
up
so-
soon, but you know.
Part of mine, but I'll do it. So, what do we all think on Sonic the Hedgehog? The
7
movie?
out of 10.
It was fine.
I won't.
It was-
I'll
it was
reveal
alright.
the weighting in the review I do later, but you know.
It's cool.
Sonic
I
was
gave
amazing.
I gave it a 2.5 on Letterboxd, which doesn't mean I think this is one of the few times where I've given a movie a 2.5 that I actually had some fun with.
Yeah.
It is funny. People are gonna get so
I have
triggered.
to-
Like, you gave Sonic movie a higher rating than Parasite. Like,
I think
Some
my
men, like
easily
Tate, want to watch the world burn.
some men aren't looking for anything logical.
like, bro. I mean, I'm the
Some
guy that put Hobbs and Shaw above Parasite, so whatever. I have controversial
That's
opinions. It's whatever.
I'm the guy who put Rise of
Fun.
Skywalker over Knives Out. So.
I'm the guy who put Happy Death Day over Rise of Skywalker.
Well, to
True.
be fair, you're not wrong there. Happy Death Day is a masterpiece. We all know this.
Oh, 1, 2. Happy Death Day to you.
I haven't seen the second one. I love the first one though.
I found the second pretty boring.
Oh,
We
really?
should one day just
There are
have
a
an
lot.
entire episode dedicated to controversial opinions.
Yeah, we should do that for the next one. Actually, controversial opinions.
Actually, maybe yeah. I don't have enough really.
I have a ton.
What I'll say about Sonic the Hedgehog is the best part is surprise Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
He was what kept me not bored out of my mind.
I don't know.
I guess I found the
Family
plot.
Tom.
I found the plot like really. I found it just kind of really. I don't know. It just felt very predictable and very one note.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
It's just
we knew what was gonna happen.
It just-
pretty much.
It felt like when you hear a Sonic, like when I hear a Sonic adaptation movie, it feels like this is exactly what I would envision. It's like
Yeah.
there wasn't really anything. I didn't get surprised very much watching it, but I just thought the comedy was good. It was overall just fun.
Well, guys, you're not as old as me because I played Sonic was my first ever video game, so I'm a little bit biased here. But
Yeah, I'm not a Sonic fanatic in what anyway.
I'm
so
the most hardcore Sonic fan, like one of the most hardcore. I mean,
Dude, wait, hold up. When they played the sound effect for the rings, did that ever get you with nostalgia?
Yeah.
Lego Dimensions back when that came out. So and they had Sonic in that. So I already have a little bit of nostalgia for that sound.
I mean, this was like to me what was like Godzilla King of the Monsters was for Godzilla. I mean, that's just how I felt during this.
I'm still not a fan of Godzilla. I think they're both actually pretty on par in quality.
I mean, bro. I mean, if you're a fan of either of those things, I mean, those movies are for you. I mean, it's just
You said you didn't like Detective Pikachu.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It's like I felt about I mean, it's good, but it's just got a lot of problems for me.
I can see that. I think it's a very flawed movie. I'm just surprised you liked Sonic so much and didn't like Detective Pikachu.
Because it's a Sonic fan movie, and Detective Pikachu's not really for the fans. That's just me.
Actually, yeah, there's nothing appealing about Sonic for a Pokemon fan.
Well, I'm saying I was a Pokemon fan,
fair
so
point.
for me, it just didn't deliver. But
I was having a second of what are we arguing about?
Yeah.
I just feel like Sonic was gonna be like that, but it wasn't. As a Sonic fan, I was very much pleased. It was great.
Maybe there's just this expectation. Back in April of last year, I was thinking Sonic's going to be one of the worst movies of the year.
Well, at least it wasn't bad, right? I mean,
well, thank God for the design change. If they kept that design,
if they kept the design, I would have not liked it for sure.
I told my
I would have
roommate
hated
I
this
was leaving the movie. I'm like, I kind of see, just for pure morbid curiosity, an edit of the movie with the original design.
Oh,
I agree. I'd actually be very interested to see what that
I
looks
just
like.
told him that, I want that out of morbid curiosity.
Yeah.
I think
somebody said.
What?
My brother said he had this worry that when they fix the design, we'll just have this bland movie now, with just a cool design.
That was my big thing going in.
At least
I don't get why everyone's like, this movie's gonna be somehow better because they changed the design. I was just having I don't
just
get
totally,
it, guys. I don't get it. But I went
Come on, it was
totally
great. It was funny.
Oh yeah, no, I think the comedy in the movie. I will admit the comedy's good, but when he did the floss, I think I wanted to die.
I related to him doing that. I do the floss a lot, so yeah, that didn't bother me.
But how about
Sonic
in 5 years?
Plays Fortnite too, so
come to me till after after he did the floss. I thought about how horrible it is to reference Fortnite in Endgame.
Well, to be fair, it's like Black Panther did What Are Those, so I mean.
Marvel needs to stop. It's not funny. It's just so cringy. I find meme humor funny, but in 5 years, when somebody sees that Fortnite joke, they're gonna cringe. It's gonna be so bad.
I don't know. I always find the jokes funny, but
I think that I find them funny, but I'm thinking about the future. In 20 years, when some kid's watching Endgame, they're gonna be like, "What the frick? This is so dated."
A good example.
That's one small part of the movie, though. That's one thing.
Watching the B movie.
It's the benefit of extremely cringing at a joke that only is going to be funny in 2019.
B movie?
The B movie is a joke of a movie.
The B movie's a masterpiece.
I know. I love it for that.
I'm not. It's great.
It's like Shark Tale, both masterpieces.
Yeah.
I can't get into the memes with Shark Tale, if I'm being honest.
Shark Tale's gross.
I'd say Shark Tale and B movie are the most hilarious films ever made, in my opinion.
I only like B movie for the memes.
Yeah, that's why they're funny.
I think it's a honestly terrible movie.
I enjoyed B movie before it was a meme, so.
I grew up with B movie and Shark Tale, so I'm a little biased, but
I grew up with everything DreamWorks. But back to Sonic.
Yeah.
Getting off topic. Sonic's fine.
I mean, it's gonna get a sequel. I mean, they're obviously setting it up for that.
I'm cool with that. If they make a sequel that's a little less, because I'm not gonna remember this movie. I'm never gonna watch it again.
Bro, I bet you the sequel's gonna have Metal Sonic. That's gonna be lit.
If the sequel brings some things in, I'll be excited.
And bro, I mean, Jim Carrey will be fat in the second one. He'll eat all those mushrooms and he'll get fat, and that's what's gonna happen.
One issue I had with the movie is I never really took it seriously.
Yeah.
I found it very hard to take the movie at all seriously.
Yeah, no, it's a movie about Sonic in the real world. I mean, you're not really supposed to take it seriously.
Yeah, but like, but every single time they try to hit their emotional beats, I always just cringed, and I was like, this is just not. This doesn't fit in this movie.
It's like Hobbs and Shaw's emotional beats. The same thing.
I feel
Hobbs
like
and
Hobbs
Shaw
and Shaw
feels
has
like
stronger emotional beats, though, at least.
Christian Shaw feels like it realizes more what it is than this movie does. But I think Sonic does realize what it is, and it commits to it mostly.
I mean, bruh. I mean, they're
No
pretty
matter-
similar movies.
I think one of the positives I can bring out while watching. So I think a good example of how I felt was like for me the big thing that I found myself really like taking away from Sonic wasn't the movie itself, but like that moment when it's the San Francisco scene.
Yeah.
Because that was the moment I was like, oh, fans are gonna love this.
And the parts where he froze, like it's like Quicksilver. He's like moving so fast the time slowed down.
Yeah,
That was
when that happens, when the time slowed down, I looked at my brother and I whispered, I wonder what other movie did that.
yeah, Quicksilver. They
Angry
referenced
Birds,
X-Men.
obviously.
Yeah, I think the jokes. It was funny in the movie. I was just thinking, okay, I think X-Men did it better.
Oh, obviously they did
like-
it better, but I'm happy they put that in. That was cool. I mean,
But no, I'm more referring to like the San Francisco chase between him and
Yeah,
Eggman.
That
Visually,
was
I was just like, oh yeah, fans are gonna eat this up.
and he just runs around in the
That's
desert
gonna
and
be
it goes up in the
remembered.
tornado. That was cool. Like,
Does anybody feel like there's only hype for this movie because they switched the design?
Yeah.
Like, it's not actually because people were excited for it. They just saw new design. Kate's good now.
I mean, I was hyped
Yeah,
before
that's
just to
how
see
I
how
felt,
bad
as I
the
said.
movie would be. But
Honestly, when I first heard Sonic movie, I thought, oh no, don't do that. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, that's a horrible design. Please don't. And then the actual second trailer came out and I was more on board with the design, and now we have a movie and it's not that bad.
well, I mean, I like it way more than Detective Pikachu. But, you know,
I don't know. I think I like Detective Pikachu a bit more.
I think
My
Detective
problem with
Pikachu's
Pikachu was
more
the
rewatchable,
climax,
I feel.
basically.
Like there's more specific scenes and like themes I go back to with Detective Pikachu as opposed to Sonic.
bruh,
Don't
as a
go to-
Pokemon fan, I was not very happy with that. But
I'm not gonna say I'm a Pokemon fan, but I'm more of a Pokemon fan than I am a Sonic fan.
like, bruh, there's like
I'm
what,
about
like
to
only
say something
50 Pokemon in that
controversial.
thing.
I felt Detective Pikachu did its human elements more better than Sonic.
Yeah, but I mean, the way they beat Mewtwo in the end was so stupid, bro. Like, oh yeah, take the headset off, we
It's
won.
like Detective Pikachu, like the whole story with Tim and his father. Right? That was more interesting in my opinion than the actual mystery.
Sure.
Well, Sonic, it's just I want to be taken seriously.
Agree
as a
to
cop,
disagree.
So I'm going to San Francisco.
I think
Wait,
both
never mind, I'm
are.
going back.
Bruh,
I think
nah,
both
like,
are relatively fine.
Yeah.
Both are just.
Pikachu's not a
whatever,
movie
they
I'd
both-
like to rewatch. This movie I'd love to rewatch.
I'm not gonna rewatch ever in my life.
Hey, whatever. I won't
Well,
rewatch
we
Irishman,
can
so.
all agree it
I don't-
wasn't
I do not
Assassin's
expect-
Creed.
Plan
We can all
to.
agree
I don't
it
plan
wasn't
to rewatch.
that.
Yeah. Say also, I don't plan to rewatch Irishman either. It's 3.5 hours.
Well, that's not the only reason I don't want to rewatch it.
I get it. I mean, I freaking adored the movie, but like, I get why you find it boring.
Yeah, the reason the Endgame's 3 hours long, but you know why? Because it's Avengers Endgame. There's a freaking.
Yeah.
I remember
But
seeing a funny
it's a hard
video.
comparison.
It was some guy reviewing Return of the King. And he's like, the extended cut is 4.5 hours long. It's the type of movie you only watch once.
Well, good. It
A
should be
month.
4.5 hours long. I love that movie.
That's overkill
Once.
in my eye. I can't
A
watch
month.
4.5 hours.
I was like, yep, pretty much.
I never
Why
get to love
do
Lord
not-
of the Rings. What?
I love Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's honestly my favorite. It's the best trilogy, mine.
Mhm.
So, do you want to give our final thoughts on Sonic and then move to Coraline?
Yes, Coraline.
I'll just say this. This was something I did post on Twitter a few hours ago, but one of the things that really brought a smile to my face today, and I don't get this a lot at work sometimes, but like all the kids getting ready for Sonic and being all happy and excited. I don't know, that got to me.
Yeah, me too.
That is kind of cute, yeah.
Yeah, that
Seeing
got to me.
there was a little kid who ran into the theater. Mom's like, "So what did you think?" And he was like, "It was awesome." And he was running down the street, and I was like, "That's cute."
No, I thought it was awesome. It brought out the kid in me. So hey.
Even if I don't love it, I still enjoyed it for what
I'm
it
just
was.
happy that, it was the first movie where, like, the company actually listened to the fans. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with it.
All right.
So I think my final rating for it would be 5 out of 10. But I think it's closer to a 6 than a 4.
Okay. When
7
I
out
think
of
5
10,
out of 10, I
closer to
think
a
bad.
6
But,
than an 8.
5 out of 10 is not bad in my eye. It's just meh.
6 out of 10 is
And
more
then,
math
of course,
for me.
we all know, Tate, you gave it a 10.
I didn't give it a 10. I'll reveal my rating later.
Eh.
But I barely give movies a 10. I think you guys should know.
I know that,
Fine,
yeah.
9.9.
No, not that either.
9 close to a 10.
I'm not gonna. I'll tell you guys later. It's in the review. I'll do it later.
So yeah,
Okay.
we're going to talk about Coraline.
Coraline.
I
I could talk about
watched
this all day.
I watched this movie because a friend at my school was like, have you seen Coraline? It's my favorite movie. And I felt bad saying it. No, I haven't. So that night, I just watched it.
And it's the best Henry Selick movie.
Honestly, I love it. It's amazing.
Oh.
And it's one of my favorite animated movies of all time. I could talk about it forever. It's great.
You know what? I'll say this. I actually think it's a tad bit creepier than it.
When as
the
a
first
kid,
It.
yeah, it was the creepiest thing I watched. One of the creepiest.
I think a lot of movies are scarier than It Chapter 2 because It Chapter 2 is not scary at all.
Scary Stories, for example.
I feel like It Chapter 2 wasn't
Very
trying to be
scary.
scary, but
Yeah, I didn't like it. I think I did not enjoy It Chapter 2, honestly.
Oh, we gotta talk about Indiana Jones 5 and the Batman thing in this too. Yeah.
But,
Yeah, maybe.
Let's talk about Coraline
I
right
think
now.
if we
honestly,
uh,
I feel like most of
It's
this
the
is just going to
best-
be you guys asking me how I felt about it since I finally saw it last week.
I can see that. Yeah.
What do you think about
Like,
Coraline, my friend?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed its atmosphere. I'm a huge Leica fan. I love their stop motion.
I think it's the best thing Leica's made,
Mhm.
and I don't think they've made anything nearly as good since.
Nope.
And it's
I will
It's
say,
sad.
I didn't. I loved it, but I didn't love it. If that makes any sense.
Well, it's
I
not
see.
for everybody.
No, like
Yeah.
I enjoyed like a lot of things about it, but the big thing I like that really couldn't get me like, go, whoa, that's like the best animated movie these guys have done. I think the big thing was like, I don't know, the plot just kind of goes nuts.
I know.
That's what I love so much.
Which I don't hate, but it was a bit of a, okay, this is not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So
I
it
guess
was a
it's-
bit off-putting at first.
Well, rewatch it. You'll appreciate it more. I mean, it took me a
What I
few
love-
Oh
rewatches.
yeah, probably.
What I love so much about it is the way it just keeps going and getting weirder and creepier and more. I missed like more bonkers. It's just very effective, and I think it's more effective as a horror movie than most modern day horror movies.
Yeah, I mean, I
think-
still get creeped out by it a little bit. I mean,
The mother
I
at the
think
end
a
is
moment
terrifying.
that really stuck out to me. It was a very simple moment, but it's so you know how like she escapes the crap. What's it called? The spider lady.
oh,
The
All Mother. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
the name of the creature.
Does it just what were you gonna say about it?
So like it's the first time she escapes. So it's like I'm gonna take out your eyes and
Yeah.
sewing buttons. It's the part where she gets back home and it's empty and she feels safe. But the thing that really stuck out to me is when that happened, I was legit like, this is like an illusion, right? Like this is fake, right? This isn't the real world. And it is. But like the fact that the movie is so good with its tension that it literally makes you go, wait, are we safe? Is anything safe in this
Nope.
world? It's effective.
It's just it made everything like whenever it did these like just completely. It just got so weird to an extent I don't see in movies.
And that cat is
of the
so
time.
awesome.
Yes.
That cat is
I
awesome.
love
Yeah.
the cats. Enchanted cats. I
Amazing.
love cats.
Bro, I mean, there's
My
potential
favorite
for a
movie.
sequel.
Infinity
I mean,
Train is the cat.
oh.
You might love cats, but you don't like the movie.
We're not
True.
talking about that.
I do like the 1998 movie, but I don't consider that a movie. That's just re-recorded the musical.
Some things should just stay what they are, you know.
I think Coraline might be one of the best looking Leica movies because obviously their claymation will improve over time. Yeah. But like,
I mean, it's just crazy.
I think it looks so good. I just wish something like Coraline would come out of Leica. Again,
I like Missing Link. Whatever.
Paranorman, I guess.
Paranorman
was the last time they actually went full blown creepy.
Honestly, I haven't really disliked the movies. I mean, I'm not a Kumba. I'm a weird guy who doesn't really think Kumba is a very good movie.
Beep beep. Red alert. Just kidding.
I'm sorry, and I didn't love Missing Link either. But I've just thought, like, what if they actually made something that was nearly as good as Coraline?
Well, Henry Selick should make something else. I hope he makes another movie. I mean, or Coraline 2. How about that? A Coraline 2. How about that? Like,
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I want a Coraline 2. Come on.
A lot of the mood and atmosphere left by the first one.
I'm the only one that was hoping that when they hadn't announced that Pixar movie that's now Soul.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was Inside Out 2. Yeah, I was hoping it would have been Inside Out 2.
I do think one of the things I do like about Coraline and Kubo is the fact that a huge element of both stories is like that the whole thing with what both antagonists in both stories are doing is trying to the character's eyes.
Yeah.
I did like that. Like,
can't remember. Is that
it's like how Coraline? It's this entrapment and this like losing of the soul. While in Kubo, the idea of losing your eyes is supposedly, and I quote, an ascension of, according to the villains. But I do like that it has a lot to do with the soul and.
Just didn't get hooked on
weird.
Kubo.
Like I mean,
just kind of.
Part of that is also Coraline seems very heavily influenced by Japanese folklore as well.
Yeah.
So that might be.
It definitely is.
They're so similar.
Well, Henry Selick is just an amazing filmmaker. I mean, he directed Nightmare Before Christmas. So.
Yeah.
And Corpse Bride, but we're not talking about.
Hey, Corpse Bride's good. Don't give that movie shit.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
And also James and the Giant Peach. Oh yeah.
I don't like them.
What, you don't like that?
Yeah. That movie freaked me out as a kid.
I mean, Coraline freaked me out too, but whatever.
And I only saw it a couple months ago.
Should never let Henry Selick direct kids again, is what we're saying.
But James and the Giant Peach wasn't for kids. I mean, it was for kids. Like, Coraline is kind of meant to be a horror movie. James and the Giant Peach was supposed to be cute. It wasn't. It was
I love
horrifying.
that movie.
I still think the funniest and like most terrifying line ever put to a film is James and the Giant Peach, where and his parents were eaten by an angry rhinoceros.
Yeah, they just say that like it's a normal thing.
Well, the movie's random. That's the point. I mean,
it's just like
parents who got eaten by an angry rhinoceros happens every other Tuesday.
They still haven't explained that. Oh well.
I just like how casually they say.
Yeah, they just died.
It's Ronald Dahl, so.
They just died. Don't worry about it. Anyways, here's a fun adventure with a peach.
I'll just never. I just find the movie weird, and it
I did like the part in Coraline where the countdown is that the button is covering up the moon.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's a fun little detail.
Well, another reason I love Coraline is just Coraline herself. I mean, she's just phenomenal.
She's a very well-developed character. Like, we established very early on that she's not very happy with the way things are going. She doesn't really like her new place, and she's a pretty angry and not very happy person.
Fun fact,
really appreciate it.
Dakota Fanning, one of my favorite actresses, voices Coraline. It's pretty cool.
She also plays one of the little kids in Cat in the Hat.
Okay, I'm not talking about Cat in the Hat. Oh my god, stop bringing up these movies. You dirty hoe. Oh, come back.
This is something that reminds me of something I was talking to my roommate about like 2 days ago, and it was like we realized, Universal has made 3 movies with terrifying human hybridoids: How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Cat in the Hat, and Cats.
To be fair, Cat in the Hat is kind of one of those ironically funny movies. It's so bad that it's funny.
I wouldn't even say that. I just found myself kind of bored, if I'm being honest.
I found myself
in absolute pain that somebody thought it was funny.
Still think the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life is Son of the Mask, though.
Oh god, that's
Oh
up
my
there.
god. Oh god, no.
And Last Airbender and After Earth.
My worst movie of all time is After Last Season.
I don't
I
want.
thought for a second you were
Why do
gonna say
movies that start
After.
with after are automatically bad movies? Like
I know. Oh, After We Collided.
after
we collided.
the movie called After.
Nice trailer for all of you on Valentine's Day. Time to die.
It's like if you title a movie after, it's automatically bad. Don't title a movie after.
Because
How is it
After
before?
is the worst.
After
What if we made a
Earth.
prequel
Before
to
or
After?
in between?
After actually Christian, be happy. I think After We Collide, it's gonna be R.
What? Again, I didn't see the trailer, so
I guess
I
After
would-
We Collide's gonna be bad.
All
too.
I'll say this is they dropped the F-bomb in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
So if it's it could
Just
be R.
watch a rated R movie, Christian. I mean, how hard is it? Just watch a rated R.
Yeah, but it's After We Collided. It's After We Collided. It's a great excuse not to watch it.
After We Collided is the reason I don't watch R-rated movies.
Just watch a freaking Tarantino movie, man. Just watch one.
No.
It's against the. I actually don't know how it works. I just know it's like not religious for you. I guess I don't know.
Okay, well, watch Passion of the Christ. That's a rated R movie. There you go. Problem solved.
I don't have much interest in Passion of the Christ, if I'm being totally honest.
Actually, my parents said, "Hey, you can watch the movie," and I was like, "I don't know if I want to watch that. That sounds a bit much to me."
Or Hacksaw Ridge. There you go. That's a rated R movie.
Hey, guess what? We got off topic again.
I wouldn't say I'm a Mel
Like
Gibson
Coraline.
fan, period. So there's a...
Get out.
Watched
I'm just kidding.
I've seen Braveheart
I've
and I
seen
love
parts
it. So.
of The Patriot on TV, and I
You
hate
give
it.
that? Yeah, you gave it a 1.5, and I was like, "Whoa, really?" My dad loves The Patriot.
Dude, that's like the best Revolutionary War movie. Like, what the fuck?
I love Braveheart. It's one of my favorites.
Duh.
That's yeah.
Why did we start
back
talking
to
about
Coraline.
Mel Gibson from Coraline?
That's the way conversations work. You just go from topic to topic.
Coraline.
to topic.
Cora.
Mel
Coraline.
Gibson was secretly in Coraline the entire time.
I
Just
freaking
never
knew it.
knew.
Yeah.
But no,
Honestly-
as soon as the After We Collided trailer arrived on my Twitter, I just was like, nope, I'm not dealing with this.
I'll watch it.
All right, here's my idea for a Coraline sequel. So it's like 10 years later, and like the cat comes back. He's like warning Coraline, look, the portal's open. There's a bunch of monsters coming through, and Coraline's like, I'll fight them. It'd be an epic sequel.
It's the Terminator
a bit
2
more.
all over again, where instead of being chased, she's the chaser or something. I don't know.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be cool if in Coraline too? It's about her kids.
Yeah, her kids are gonna help her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or if it's just like, I don't care for a sequel. I don't think it's necessary.
I would love a sequel.
Some
you kidding me?
movies just shouldn't have a sequel.
Yeah, like
Like
Blade Runner.
Critics.
Oh,
And again,
Was-
then
that was
again,
good.
I
That was-
literally decided,
nice.
yo, I'm gonna make a Critics web series. So.
like Blade Runner didn't need a sequel. Happened anyway. I'm sorry. Whew.
It was a fair diss. You win.
Part of me has this really crazy, stupid idea. I unironically, hear me out,
What?
unironically want a Percy Jackson 3.
I would love a Percy Jackson.
No.
I mean, they're supposed to
don't
make a
like
TV show out of it now, so.
Everybody at my school has read Percy Jackson, so everybody hates the movies.
Well, Logan Lerman
Movies
wasn't
are
the
how I
problem,
read
it was the
books, so I
filmmakers.
kind
yeah.
of am like, I don't know, I like them.
Logan Lerman played Percy great. It's the filmmakers that were fucking it at the movie.
Say this. I'll say this.
Linguistics!
I'll say this. The original.
Linguistics in this entire episode.
Screwing the movie
Hey,
up. Sorry, screwing the movie up.
I think Percy Jackson 1 is a movie I have a lot of nostalgia for. I watched it a lot as a kid, but I don't think it's a great movie.
It's pretty good.
So I'll always like it, but I'll never say, oh, that's a flawless movie. But I do not like 2 in any form of the word like.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it's I don't know.
2 has the pretty cool moment where he throws the sword in slow motion. But that's really
Yeah, 2 is where they kind of lost me.
If I remembered to, I'd tell you that scene was cool, but I can't remember a thing from the movie.
It's
So
just sad. It could have been a lot better. But
there was something about I don't know.
Kronos was in it. That's all I remember.
It's just Logan Lerman was so good as Percy. It's just the filmmakers are just. Ugh.
One's still really good though. If you don't.
Obviously, the first one's good. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Do we want to give our wrap-up thoughts of Coraline?
8 out of 10, really good.
I'd go 9. I love it.
9.9.
I couldn't really. I think it'd be kind of a jerk move of me to try and find an issue I have with it. I love it.
It's barely an issue.
It's the best thing Laika has made. Probably, unfortunately, ever will make.
Whatever.
It's okay though. Aardman has more movies.
Birdman also isn't really great anymore. Well, I'm mostly looking at Early Man.
Well, there's Shaun of the Sheep 2 that just dropped on Netflix. That's actually really
what?
good.
That's on Netflix?
Yeah, because Lionsgate sucks at their promotion thing. They just sent Shaun of the Sheep to Netflix for free.
All right,
So
guys.
I saw it on Friday.
What?
So I saw it on yesterday morning. I really enjoyed it. It's really good.
What
Watch
movie?
it. I like
Shaun of the Sheep, Farmageddon.
Oh.
So I'll watch a sequel whenever I feel like. Can I count it as a 2020 movie?
Sure.
I counted it as it.
I think I will, because I've only seen Sonic, and I should probably see more than
All
that.
right. Well, let's talk about the other topic. What do you guys think of that Batman suit? Huh?
I liked it.
I haven't seen it. I've seen some screenshots of it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't officially seen it.
It's a pretty cool
but from what I've
Batsuit.
seen, honestly, from what I've seen of it, I think it looks fine.
I'm really
I'm gonna
interested to
look
see
it
what Pattinson does with the character. I mean, I'm like, what are they gonna do? What's he gonna do? Like, I don't know.
I feel like
I'm
for me,
very
the whole
excited
Joe-
to see this actually.
I think my big thing is I feel the Joe Chill Bat logo is a bit on the nose, but I was like, okay, that's a cool idea, so I'm fine with that.
I think what makes me excited for this movie is Joker.
Well, what makes me
That
excited
movie.
is Matt Reeves.
What's making me so excited about it is that Joker was such a hit, and that makes me feel like this movie could be something we've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be like one of the coolest Batman. Like it could be like one of the most creative Batman movies yet.
Well, it's
And as
Matt
long as-
Reeves. I mean,
And then there's
As long
me
as
who kind of wanted it to just go like, I know this sounds weird, but part of me wanted this to just be so Adam West like.
Never
It's
thought
like,
it
oh,
was
it's
going
dark
to be
and
that.
gritty again. Man, whatever. It looks awesome.
I think there's a difference between it being dark and gritty and it being something like
Fun.
if you compare, like, let's say this, both Batman versus Superman and Joker are dark and gritty, but there's a very clear difference of how they're that way.
I swear, if I meet anybody that
Good
says
play.
BVS is better than Joker, I'm gonna uppercut them into the.
Oh my God, you can't. That is an opinion you just can't have.
You really are a
Batman
Snyder
versus Superman's
cocksucker. at that
Total
point.
trash.
Oh my god.
I think the funniest thing involving Batman v Superman that's ever happened was at my first. So I transferred when I went up to college. Like I transferred between theaters, but one of my managers, hated VBS to like.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
hate it, but I don't think it's great. I mean, it's good.
And one
I-
of the other employees really enjoyed it, and before he left, he bought him the Ultimate Edition copy as a gift.
Nice.
Nice.
I feel the Ultimate Edition is better, but that doesn't mean the movie it increased the
I've seen
movie that much. I mean, it's better, but it doesn't mean
What I
anything.
see it as is cool. There's an R-rated old. It's like there's a 3-hour version of the movie I found grossly boring.
Like,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
the extra
lie.
30 minutes they added
I
didn't
didn't
really
even
improve
see it
it
at all
but I
because
don't know.
again, I don't watch R-rated stuff. Oh, but anyway.
I really just don't care about a 3-hour version of a movie. I
It
found
was good,
so
but I'm like,
boring.
bro, why? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
My big thing is if
It
I
felt like
watch-
they're
Batman v Superman is already almost 3 hours long, so it's just like,
it's
why
way
would
too
I
long.
watch a longer version?
Well, it's
think-
still better than watching Justice League.
Oh, Justice League's trash. Hate it.
Still
We don't talk
haven't
about
seen
that.
it.
I think.
Probably never will.
Just, let me just say this:
Still haven't
I
seen
hope
Suicide
this-
Squad either.
and this new Batman, it'll probably be R.
Oh, problem. Oh, never mind.
If it is, that'd be epic.
I think if it's R, I'll be excited because I think it seems like it seems like it'd be cool if they did like this more grounded.
Well, they made Birds of Prey R, so I mean.
I forgot that. Yeah.
I think my big thing is that might put me off with DC with a lot of content as well, because
I don't think I agree. I actually think the decision to make Birds of Prey R doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Like
they wanted to do more stuff with it,
really
that's why.
Like the thing is, one of the things I was thinking about, and someone brought up, is like one of the reasons the MCU is such a hit with families is because not a single one of them is rated R.
Until Deadpool 3 comes out.
It's a connected story, but part of it is because it has a consistent rating.
I feel like Blade's going to be rated R, though. I don't see how the hell they're going to do that.
A show,
I
isn't
can
it?
see a PG. They're going to make a PG-13. But like the thing is, someone's like, well, they're going to make all these stuff rated R. My big thing is, I don't think that's what Disney's going to do, because it doesn't make sense from a cinematic universe standpoint, because it's just
it doesn't make sense from it doesn't make sense from a marketing standpoint.
An entire movie to your biggest demographic of your audience.
DC has
it's
like
one of the
nothing to
things
lose.
DC and Fox were doing, and they've been getting success from it. But the other thing is,
look, let's be honest, Christian. You just want to stay PG-13
like the
so you can
MCU
go
just
see
doesn't feel right. And I feel like with DC, it's going to be a big thing, because you're going to go from Shazam to Joker to Birds of Prey to Wonder Woman 84, and about 2 of those are going to be the actual stuff that families watch.
I think Birds of Prey's R rating really put me off in the way that, I know I'm not saying this just because I'm 14 and I can't go and see R-rated movies. I actually have this reason here. I think what puts me off with that is that it is the DCEU. It's not Joker is not in the DCEU. It's its own thing. It's like this is actually part of this cinematic universe that they're still building, and now not even half of their fan base can go see it. And spoiler, part of the reason why Birds of Prey isn't doing well is because like, if it was PG-13, a lot more like maybe families and like a lot more kids would be actually seeing it. But now you got to be 17 plus to have seen it.
Well,
and that just cuts off a bunch of fan base.
I mean, Deadpool and Joker made tons of money. Like,
Deadpool and Joker are also aimed directly at different audiences as well.
Deadpool, Joker, and Logan, there's a thing about them is that they're all, I mean, from my knowledge of the Birds of Prey reviews, it seems like Birds of Prey is far worse than all 3, because Deadpool, Joker, and Logan.
Tell that to my Twitter friends.
It doesn't seem like I've seen a lot of people have loved Birds of Prey, which is why the R rating, it just seems like they made it rated R just because Joker was rated R. That was such a hit.
I don't know. I mean,
you've seen the movie, so you can say more than me. But when I saw it got rated R, I thought, is there really a reason there?
I mean, I guess I get your point. It didn't have to be, but I mean, it's cool that it is. I guess what I'm saying. Like,
and I'm happy that they are rated R, but I just think that
it's DC's trying to be different. You know, they have the advantage of being able to make their movies rated R. So I mean,
yeah, but it might not spell long-term success for them either, because. If they deal with stuff like Birds of Prey constantly, it might them.
Well, bro, you gotta realize the movie didn't have a huge budget. I mean, it's like 84.
That didn't either. I think some point that somebody brought up with Suicide Squad is that, the movie caters to comic book fans, as if comic book fans are the $1 billion it's gonna make. But no, that's not even like that's like maybe 10%. It's like most of the box office of a movie is normal people going to see a normal action movie, and to be honest,
people who went to Countdown weren't teenagers; they were old people.
I went to see it.
Now we're just talking about DC stuff in general.
Yeah. Well, like cool old people, like people in their 60s, actually went to Countdown. I didn't see any
Countdown. What?
Countdown was directly trying to go into a teen demographic, and it just...
You excited for Countdown 2.0?
No.
Fantasy Island?
I'm excited for Film 2, though. Oh.
Wait, I loved the first one about as much as I love Death.
I didn't see Countdown, so...
It was actually kind of funny, honestly. I had fun. It's like so bad it's good in my eye.
It's like Truth or Dare, right?
That is the
Honestly,
only
I
reason.
found myself in excruciating pain sitting through Countdown, but I also
Can see
saw
why.
it by myself. So
I saw it, and there were 2 teen girls behind me, and they just were kicking my chair the whole time, and I was like, and my brother bailed out. He didn't go, so it was just me alone in the theater
Like,
watching.
so many PG-13 horror movies suck. Like,
Yeah, sorry, horror movies should not be PG-13.
Quiet
some
Place.
rated R ones suck.
Actually, A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place isn't scary at all, though. It's intense, but
I
not
beg
scary.
to differ, but okay. Fair enough.
The reason why I don't think it's scary is because the designs look awful.
I mean,
I don't
not
like-
a lot of things scare me. So
I'm not an easily scared person because I didn't find it scary at all.
the first one's a lot scarier. I mean,
I don't think the second one has any scary elements, but I think the first one isn't really that scary either.
oh, whatever.
No, I'm excited for Escape Room 2, though.
I'm excited for it in an ironic sense
Same.
because I think the ending of Escape Room was downright hilarious and I loved it.
I haven't seen Escape Room either.
Good. Now she'll
the
get
thing
over
I
her
loved
feel of
about
flights.
ironically about Escape Room is I legit was just watching it with one of my other roommates because I'm like, I'm just gonna watch movies I missed earlier. And by the halfway through, pretty much everyone in the dorm was watching it and we were laughing.
After Scary Stories, I've avoided a lot of horror movies. I'll watch Invisible Man, but you know.
You could watch Gretel and Hansel.
Okay, so when they all hit DVD, I'll watch Underwater, Doolittle, The Turning, and Gretel and Hansel.
Why would you watch Doolittle?
Because it's awful. I need to see it. I might actually see Fantasy Island.
I haven't seen Doolittle, but I heard nothing but bad things.
I'm not
so.
saying Fantasy Island at all.
I actually, when Chris Stuckman says it's worse than Truth or Dare, I kind of have to see it.
Well, I heard one of my Twitter friends said it was the most random movie ever made. So.
Honestly, I kind of want to see how bad it is.
I still find it funny that the movie Fantasy Island is based on a 1960s show oriented at old people
80s.
back then. Not now, back then.
I thought it was 80s.
And it's being turned into a horror movie.
Well,
When I told
another
my
thing
dad there's a
is
Fantasy Island movie out, he was like, "What? Why?"
the trailer looked good. It's just I guess the movie ain't
I
good.
didn't watch. I remember a bunch of people in my school were like, "Have you seen the Fantasy Island trailer? It looks so scary." And I was like, "Yeah, just wait. Creators of Truth or Dare is gonna suck," and then it did.
Also, a good example, it was directed by the same person.
I
and
feel like
both
that
movies
director's
have
just trolling
Blumhouse
people.
in front of it. Like they have Blumhouses.
Look, if you say the creator of your films movie, like if it's like Tyler Perry's, you know, who puts that in front of all his movies, and now Blumhouse, just don't.
Like, bro, I mean, Blumhouse is always like from the producers of Halloween and this other great movie I like. Just like,
Get
That
out.
thing about Blumhouse is that I can't like go, oh my god, all their movies are awful, because they're really great at producing just constant awful horror movies. But like, they also made Get Out.
and Halloween,
Like-
that was
They
great. I
helped
mean,
produce Us, I believe.
Did they make Us? I think Universal
I
did
think
it.
And
they
Halloween.
produced it. I might be wrong.
I don't
Like,
think you guys
yeah,
saw
like-
Halloween, but
I didn't see Halloween, but like,
at all, but I heard really good stuff about it.
bro, it's a great sequel. It's freaking awesome.
my point is that it's just like they have these amazing horror movies under their belt,
And then they just
it's
make shit.
At least once a month, there's an awful horror movie from them. And it's so
Speaking
annoying.
of thoughts on Antebellum, which is going to be
What is that movie? I swear.
Did you know actually until it got announced, Seven Strings would have been the only movie coming out on the 24th, and now there's 2 movies, Antebellum and that.
yeah. I'm not gonna see it because it's probably.
Neither am I.
What is
don't
it?
really
I don't
But
even
I'm
know
like,
what it is.
okay,
Like,
that might be one of their good ones, probably.
But aren't y'all gonna see the Call of the Wild movie on Friday?
yeah.
Yes.
It looks so embarrassing.
What? I like that trailer. The frick?
He looks like Scooby Doo.
Bruh, just wait till the movie's on.
I'm a
I'm seeing
die-hard
it
Call of the
because
Wild
I'm a
fan.
Jack London fan, but
I
I
love
wouldn't
Jack
say
London.
I'm excited for it.
I mean, Chris
White
Sanders is a
Fang
good
and Call of the
filmmaker.
Wild are $200.
Oh.
I think I hate. Well, first of all, I mean, I'm a diehard fan of the book, and I've always wanted to see an adaptation. But whenever I thought of an adaptation, I always thought this should be kind of like rated R, like because the book is
PG-13 at max.
Well, there's the Clark Gable movie. I mean, that's an old movie.
yeah, but like the book
Fang
is
actually
so
pretty
gory.
good, but they changed that one significantly.
Did make a White Fang movie, yeah.
I really
White
enjoyed
Fang
that
is
one.
awesome. White Fang's an awesome book. I love that book.
Hmm.
I
But
think,
then again, White Fang is a different toned thing. Like it's
Yeah,
it's a
totally.
similar thing to Call of the Wild, but White Fang is
All the
this
wild
animal becomes
this
tame,
movie,
while Call of the Wild is this tame animal becomes wild.
This movie is like the problem I have with it is that it's taking the side of Call of the Wild that is the most bland side, which is the relationship between Harrison Ford's character and Buck. Like that's the
side of the book that it's very brief. It's like a chapter long. They're taking this chapter and making it a movie.
Well, the old
It's like-
movie
I'll
actually
see how
tackled
it turns out.
The
I'm not
movie-
really looking forward to do it by any means, though.
Most of the movie is him being a sled dog for different owners, just
Yeah.
moving around. This one's like this. Look at this beautiful bond between him and Harrison Ford, and all the dumb jokes they make, and the bad CGI dog, and it just doesn't look good to me.
Well,
I think the funniest meme I saw out of the whole thing is when you're off your drugs and you realize you're not flying with a space Wookiee, and it just cuts to Call of the Wild.
let me think. Well, another thing about Call of the Wild is it's going to be the first 20th Century Studios movie.
In like 80 years.
Yeah,
That was
20th
the
Century
original name of the
Studios.
studio
woohoo.
before Fox.
Oh my god, yeah. You're right. Holy crap.
Why did they change the name? I don't understand.
Hope it's good.
Like, bruh, like why?
We can hope. I hope for a lot of movies to be good, but you gotta acknowledge that.
Honestly, I'd
hoping
love to
isn't the
sit-
same as getting.
I'd love to sit here and say there's a great Call of the Wild movie, but I just doubt it's going to be any good, at least in my eye.
Hey, the Clark
I'm
Gable
not-
one's pretty cool. Don't give that much shit.
It could go alpha. It could go the alpha direction where it gets great
I would
reviews, and I'm
love it
just,
if it went
I just
alpha.
don't. I think it's great reviews, but like I just don't really dig the movie. I didn't really dig alpha. I thought it was fine. So
I mean, hey,
knows?
adaptations don't have to be exactly like the book, you know what I mean?
It's okay though. We're gonna get
But-
Emma on March 6th, so
What?
God, I hope is that gonna be PG-13? Because if it is, I'll
it's
see that.
PG. Emma.
Yes, I'm gonna see it. I think it looks hilarious. I love the trailer.
It's a Jane Austen thing. It's
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I like the actress. I'll go see it.
What's her name? Crap, she's amazing.
Sophia. It's Anna Taylor-Joy, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's also the star of such movies as Split and Playmobil the movie.
Cannot Playmobil.
She's the star of Playmobil. She's the thing I liked, actually.
I don't want to watch Playmobil because I'm afraid it's gonna be like emoji movie. So I'm like,
Oh, it's awful. It's actually almost as bad as that movie.
oh god, are you
How long have we
serious?
been on? How long have we been on?
I was gonna say, like with Emma, and the thing is, my mom literally like as soon I don't know when, but like around like elementary school, just started buying Jane Austen adaptations. So I've had an entire portion of my life basically with Jane Austen. It's one of the few. It's one of the things I thank my wonderful mother for introducing me to Jane Austen.
All right.
So part of my hype for the movie is, heck yeah, it's another Jane Austen.
Jane
movie,
Austen.
but it looks awesome.
It looks good in my eye. I think it looks funny.
Yeah, we got 12 minutes left. It's 1 hour 18 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an hour and a half, but if that's how long the recording goes,
I
then
mean, we should make it that. Try to it. I don't know.
I don't know. Sardonicast's first episode was nearly 3 hours, so
Sardonicast? That's funny.
that was my inspiration to ask Tate about.
I guess we could like briefly talk like because we briefly talked about upcoming projects. We could talk about like ranking like our short film.
How about we talk about Derek some more, huh? Derek?
Derek's gonna be awesome.
I could just pull up all the KFDM movies then we could just.
Yeah, because Derek is the first full-length
I made
KFDM
four.
movie. So.
My worry about talking about the ones that haven't come out yet is that I'll reveal something I don't want to reveal.
Yeah.
Yes, I will review
Nice.
Derek when it comes out because it's a feature-length movie. So
you.
yes.
That'll be awesome. I'll be very excited to see a review. But also, like Seven Strings is going to be in the 20-minute range as well. It'll be one of the longer ones. Night Owl Phase 2 is a 35-minute thing, and then
Yeah, that's almost feature-length. That's pretty long.
Nowhere Man is going to be pretty short.
how long is it?
Mine will
My
probably
thing
do that.
is I already have the soundtrack planned.
Oh.
And so I have like the whole thing like laid out time wise. It's around 33 minutes. So it's
Okay.
not the shortest one I've done, but it's
Be
not
my
Era.
longest. Era's a monster. That movie's so long, and I love it.
I'm so sorry.
I thought it was great. I thought the runtime it felt very justified to be that long.
I'm not sure how long my next short
Some-
film will be, but we'll see.
I think so yeah, well Derek's gonna be a monster. It's gonna be super long. And then what else is there? I haven't done it yet, but Mr. Ickerson's script is pretty long.
Hype.
So thus
You
far
make
there
Mr.
are
Ickerson the second feature-length movie.
I don't know. Well, it comes out before.
Oh, it does? Oh.
It comes out May 22nd.
So you don't know how long it is?
Just another spy movie
Oh.
has been confirmed for at least hour and a half.
Let me. Oh wow, complication with making. It's been very hard to work on Mr. Ickerson because there are so many people. It is. There's like 8. I have to get like 8 of these people all at my house at the same time, and we're all middle schoolers. So none of us ever have the time to do that.
I mean, are you planning to make it like a 30-minute, 20-minute thing, or like?
30, like 20, 30 minutes. So
Okay.
it's short. It's still a film.
All right,
But
great.
it'll when you see the commercial tomorrow, you'll see how different it is from other KFC.
I was
Have you
going to
guys
say
seen-
there's like an unspoken rule in screenwriting that page equals minute. It's not always true, but it tends to be the case.
That'd actually help. Well, that would mean that like a few of my movies should only be like 9 minutes.
I should be. Well, short film.
Again,
I looked it up. I
Dependent
mean,
on certain things, but it's
Part of
usually
the-
script per minute.
part of the
once page
padding-
per minute.
Well, part of the thing about that is that the pages are like there's credits too.
Oh.
Estimate the runtime of Mr. Ickerson by looking at maybe the 5 pages of script I have because there's also maybe 5 minutes of credits. And there, I think, and also I already have the 3-minute opening scene for Mr. Ickerson done. So
well, good thing about my movie is it won't have too many credits. So cool.
nice. So should I
I
just
tend to keep
have you
my
guys
credits short because I don't want to like overthrow the movie.
you guys seen all 9 KFDM movies?
I have.
I just knew that. Tate of you.
What movie?
All 9 of my movies. All nine KFDM movies.
No, I've not seen them all. I've seen like about 6 of them, I think. But
Hey, let's see. Have you seen the first one, Transfer?
yes, I saw Transfer.
Like the transfer.
That's the original. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's random.
I've shown.
I'm not supposed
I've
to
shown-
die yet.
Yeah, I've shown so many people.
Hitman's
and they
Code
love
is
it.
superior to that in every way. I mean, it's no comparison.
It's better, yeah. Then there's the Chicken Mask, which I don't think.
I haven't seen any of the Chicken Mask stuff yet.
It's
Chicken
they're
Mask
like
is beautiful.
it's amazing. It's made with my best friend Joey, and I don't see him anymore because he left. But it's amazing.
I'll watch it later.
Still have
Then there's
my
the Dragon
favorite death scream in any movie, maybe.
You know
ever.
why? Do you know why? What we did? He was like, when we were filming, he's like, "Wait, hold up! I don't think I have a very good scream. Just film it and scream while I open my mouth." And I was like, "Okay." So then I hilarious. The Dragon Legend was made in the production of Hitman's Code. Me and my friend
Didn't see
Cole were
that yet.
bored. We were bored and we were just spent 30 minutes in the backyard and boom, the Dragon Legends.
It was beautiful as
Then
well, but barely anything
is-
happened in it.
Yeah,
My favorite
Just, I think
short
the-
film is still Hitman's Code. But hey.
I can see. The Jaeger is the first, in my eye, real KFDM movie.
Jaeger was
It's
okay.
like-
I mean, it's good, but
It's my eye of a fun spy movie. It's
I
important for
love the
KFDM.
vodka part. Vodka.
I think I think Tristan. I think the Jaeger is one of my favorite KFDM villains.
It's okay. I mean, it serves its purpose, you know.
I thought you said he was your favorite villain for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I meant the I think the character might be the most fun villain, but I think the best villain is Derek because he has his own movie.
Yeah, bro, that movie's gonna be. I can't wait. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
It's definitely
I love the Jaeger. I am going to destroy your country and destroy your moral support.
I will. No, what does he? Hey, what does he go? So what?
What?
Why were you trying to? I'm going to plant a bomb within DC to destroy your government and your, lowering the morale of your people and making them easier to defeat.
I don't know. Jaeger to me was kind of boring at points, but it had some great moments. I mean,
yeah, it's an old one.
I mean, Night Owl's still better. I'll agree to that, but you know.
And we got
Night
Tate's favorite.
Night Owl's good, but it's definitely kind of slow.
That's really what I went for. I kind of just wanted to be like, hold up, let's just do something totally.
The sequel looks like it's about to amp crap up. So.
Sequel, just saying, is not fast.
Well, it looks better,
Either.
but you know.
I'm just like, Tate, you might not like Nowhere Man then.
Well, I like the music, so hey, I mean.
You'll have a music video.
I need to say this: Night Owl Phase 2 has a more mystery aspect that gets going quicker, faster paced.
Well, the three biggest movies this year will be my movie, Derek, Seven Strings, and Prodigies of Destiny.
I think the Prodigies. I think the most successful KFDM film of the year will be Prodigies, but that doesn't come out for a while. So
that's like the end of the year, yeah.
That'll be huge. And I keep mentioning it, but Kill Squad.
I don't know what that is.
KFDM. It's gonna be just weird. I think my idea for it is gonna be an anthology film about a gang.
That sounds awesome. Anthology sounds cool.
And then there's Project 87.
I don't know what that. Oh yeah, I saw the trailer for that. Looks good.
No.
That's the movie of me. Yeah, it's great. It's
Greatest edit ever. No.
Then there's The Wolf Warrior, The Chicken Mask 3, which in my eyes is possibly the worst KFDM film ever made.
I've not seen any Chicken Mask movies.
My eye on The Wolf Warrior being my least favorite KFDM film, and the one I think I made the worst, is because it doesn't belong at this point. Like the next movie after it's Hitman's, it's Code Zero, like a movie that's far bigger.
Code Zero is great,
but like that's. I don't know if it's my favorite KFD movie, but I don't know. I don't like Wolf Warrior. I'm very proud of the way Code Zero.
I mean,
I do love the Wolf Warrior just being a random villain, though. I do.
It's just kind of out of nowhere. It's just that I released a trailer in June for it, and it came out in October.
The only movie that could beat Hitman's Code is Prodigies of Destiny for me, as far as short films go. You know.
Oh well. Oh, I guess technically, yeah. But if you're not going to consider, I think Derek is in every single way better than Hitman's Code.
Well, I haven't. I don't know anything about that, so.
He'll work on it like this. Derek's entire score will be 80s.
Nice.
There's going to be a lot. There'll be a lot of music in it, and a lot of it's just depressing 80s music.
I'm really hyped for that first full-length movie.
Crap! You got to put some Pink Floyd in then.
It is soul-crushingly depressing at points.
I'm really interested to see how Derek becomes Derek. Like that's the big question. Like how does he become Derek? Like,
and then, but I think what I like about what I was happy with the way Code Zero turned out is you realize I only made it to make it end that way.
Yeah.
It's just like Black Widow dying in Endgame.
Yeah. But yeah, Code Zero was never meant to be the end. It was supposed to be like this. Hey, wait, okay, things just went a weird direction, but wait, we're not over yet. Prodigy's Destiny.
Just like when Black Widow died in Endgame, she got a movie. Just Derek gets a movie.
Yeah, actually, Derek has the lamest death in it, though.
It's funny.
Like he's just like, good, Edward. And he's like, oh, you're so annoying, and then he gets shot. And then after you see Derek, you'll be like, wow, so that's the death of that character.
Well, maybe in Prodigy's Destiny, he has a robot. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. He has a son.
I know. I'm just messing around.
I'm not gonna tell you much about what happens in Prodigy's Destiny because it's so far away.
Well, plus you can't tell us anything. That's spoilers.
I can't really reveal anything until the trailer comes out, which won't come out for probably till the summer or so. It's a huge movie.
You should
so I
release
need
the
to
trailer
plug.
along with Derek, but you know.
Could. That's an idea. I'm gonna work on. I think my annoying thing right now is I think I want to get Mr. Ickerson done soon so I can really get working on the Kill Squad, and I could have a trailer out in like April,
Nice.
September. So
I still don't have a script for my movie yet. I gotta write that later. But
That's kind of important, Tate.
I mean, for Toy Town Inferno 3, I wrote it on Google Docs, so I'll just do that again.
Yeah,
I've written all mine on Google. Yeah, I've written all mine on Google Docs. Actually, I wrote Hitman's Code on paper, like took pencil to paper.
Well, I've grown up a lot since my first movie, so it's gonna be a lot different than my first movie was.
In fact,
Nowhere
both
Man has
Night
no script. I can confirm.
on topic of no script, both Night Owl and Phase 2 don't have scripts.
Epic fail.
That's why they're still planned out. Like I still had this idea of okay, this is the way things are gonna go, but I kind of
You had an outline. You didn't have a script.
I had an outline in my head.
Yeah.
Derek is.
I do
in
have an
the
outline
same-
for Nowhere Man.
I have a physical printed out outline of Derek because what I did is I actually originally thought, all right, what we're gonna go is we're gonna go scriptless into Derek production. And we're just gonna make all these different scenes, and it's like not. Or I was gonna like film it, but I was just gonna go as I went. But when I was filming it, I thought when I was about to get started, I was like, this movie is gonna have so much in it. There's no way I can make it just have like not go script. So I wrote an outline where I have a paper with every single scene on it. There are about 40 scenes, and each scene it just describes what happens in the scene, what actors there are, what time of day, and what location. And I have mostly every scene done. There's a couple actors though that haven't gotten their roles.
Awesome.
It'll be fun.
All right, guys.
And I'll
Well,
probably
what?
Oh, I just realized we didn't talk about any of mine.
let's
Yeah, we
go
did.
on to
We did, didn't we?
well, let's touch on some Darkstar real quickly before it ends.
Okay.
How many have you seen for mine, Tate?
I've started Critics. I didn't finish it yet.
This is awesome.
What did you think of the brief amount of critics you saw?
Really good. Not Transfer Hitman's Code good, but really good.
Dang, that was cold.
Bro, Hitman's Code is that's like the greatest YouTube video ever made for me. I've never seen.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll ever understand that movie.
Look,
I
Hitman's
still
Code
don't.
is like I've seen it like 10 times. It's just amazing.
Both me and Kalen. Like Kalen
I do
actually
feel
said,
honored.
one
to,
time me and Kalen were talking about Hitman's Code, and he said, "Do you
I
ever just
honestly
want to?"
feel honored to be put directly below Transfer Hitman's Code.
It's better than Night Owl. I'll give you that. It's better than Night Owl.
I don't know. I feel like Night Owl's better than critics.
Come on, don't discredit
It's
the
the-
critics.
No,
It's
yeah.
my favorite thing I've worked on as a film.
When me and Kalen were doing the first meeting on Prodigies of Destiny, I remember one of the things I said to him was, or no, he just said to me, I was talking about Hitman's Code, and he just said, "Do you ever just want to burn something and never think about it again?" Yeah, that's how I feel about Hitman's Code.
Why you don't?
That's
like
how
it?
much.
Part of me,
He,
deep down,
honestly, I'm not that proud of it. I'm not that proud of it. Kalen freaking hates it. He never like he used to love it. He was like, "Oh my gosh, it's such a failure." And I'm like, "It's not that bad, dude."
I love it.
part of me hates Return of the Man with Red Eyes.
Who does?
I saw
Part
clips
of
of
me
that.
hates
Those are
my
pretty funny.
very first movie. 'Cause there are moments where I'm just like, I could have done this way better, but
Could have done. Hitman's Code's issue is that, like, Kalen's shirt like switches halfway through some scenes.
Well, that's what makes it great.
It's funny, I'll say that. Yeah, it's a comedy.
whenever that happened in Legacy,
Where are
I
my
just
files?
pretended there was like some camouflage thing that just.
Well, then
does
find
that.
them.
I got a green screen the other day.
Oh,
Like it in my basement. I'm like, dang, that works.
Yeah, bro. It's just how different my two films. Like my second movie is gonna be like way more dark and depressing. Than like first movie was so goofy, and this one's gonna be like so dark and depressing. I mean, it's like,
Return to Legacy as well.
I think I'll say this though. There's one of the differences between the first Night Owl and Night Owl Phase 2 is that I actually do. I'll say this. This is all I'm gonna say. I talk in the movie. There's a scene where I'm talking.
yes. Wait, you talked in the
And so you get
first
to
one
hear
though
what
at
I'm
the
saying.
end.
So, but that's another character. So I guess there is, yeah. But there's that's a completely different character. That's the leader of all the Night Owl stuff.
Oh, well, Night Owl 3, you
I don't
should
wanna
go
spoil
outside the house.
Oh, it's a Night Owl 3 I'm working on, and it's insane. It is huge.
Oh, so
It might
phase
be
2
like
is
an
just
hour.
setup. Okay.
Trilogy, dude. It's 3 parts.
I can't wait for the third one.
I actually plan to release it as one thing when the third one releases, because it could work as one gigantic film.
What, phase 3 could be full length too?
Phase 3 will be full length. It'll probably, I don't know yet, but it could easily be like an hour or so long.
Nice.
In fact, I was actually thinking of phase 3 and all the stuff I'm going to do, and I almost thought of splitting it into phase 3.
I will likely not be doing any more trilogies after.
What are we doing anymore?
Like, I won't be doing any more now.
Okay. Well, guys.
Just after working on the Man with Red Eyes trilogy, I'm just like, I can't.
Nowhere Man 2. Nowhere Man 2. Electric Boogaloo.
That will conclude.
That having been said, Brayden is doing a trilogy.
Oh.
Is he doing a Just Another Spy movie trilogy?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that.
He basically like shared the idea of what the whole story is, and I'm like, that's amazing.
Great.
So,
Well, that will
we
be
done
it
today?
for Film Sharks number 2, everybody. I think we've talked about pretty much everything. So
yeah, I had fun today.
Yeah,
great, super great, almost as good as Sonic.
I'm halfway through my essay that I was writing.
I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna make a few more tracks for my album tonight, probably. Yes, I'm making more.
More, okay.
I'm making more music. Obviously, I really enjoyed making Train a Day, so I'll make more.
You got to make one with me.
I will feature you on that track.
All right,
And
everybody.
I am working. Yeah.
What?
Farewell.
All right, I'm gonna go now. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. The Tatumeister and the Film Sharks are signing out. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.